What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another Power Book 2 recap review. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. Everybody be sure to like, comment, and share. It seems like we might be in a pickle. Depending on, which side of justice that you're on for ghost murder. This episode was pretty decent. I must admit, mid-season finale. The show won't be back until November sometime, I believe. But a lot was going on in this episode, and it just felt like, something dramatic is gonna happen. And we know how the show goes. We know, but it's about goddamn time they speed something up and make it seem like something about to happen. So let's get into it. The show comes on. It is Tariq and his twin Raina birthday today or yesterday. Or y'all know what I'm saying. And Tasha, she locked up. She dreaming that they having a birthday celebration for Tariq, her mom, and Yaz. The doorbell rings. Boom, it's Raina. She apologized. I'm so sorry, baby girl. I wasn't there to protect you. Raina is like, Mom, what you talking about? That Tariq beat me home. And as we know, it is a good idea to make sure your child, if you can, become a child actor, because this little girl been dead for the past 3, 4, 5 seasons, and yet she's still making a ghost appearance and getting a check. So, with all that being said, if possible, pursue child acting with your child. That's all I'm saying. Even if it's a $10,000 or $20,000 check every here and there, it's coming in. You feel what I'm saying? So anyways, Tasha wakes up, realized she in jail and she was dreaming, and she called Tariq to wish him a happy birthday. And, Tariq is like, yeah, Ma, I can come see you later. And he had to hurry up and get off the phone with him because Kane is waiting for him. And, Monet, called him and tell him that they got a family meeting. So anyways, this episode, I'm not trying to keep the review too long because I got things to do and places to go and people to see. This episode, Monet was just trying to find out if she can trust Tariq. Find out if he's worthy of being in business with them. You understand what I'm saying? And so at first, when Tariq and Kane arrived to Monet's house, Tariq and Kane seeing Rodriguez coming out or whatever, and Tariq is planting a seed in Kane's head, which is basically like, how come Monet trusts this dirty cop? Like, if a cop dirty, even more reason not to trust him. He has a point. He has a point. And Kane is, y'all know how Kane feel about it, because I believe Kane knew they was in cahoots with Rodriguez, but he didn't know Rodriguez was smashing his mama. That changes things. You could be a dirty cop and we pay you to make sure that we out of jail and we know what's going on, when it's gonna happen. But when you hunching my mama and you a police and I'm out here killing niggas and selling drugs and living this lifestyle, and my mama don't, share that information with I, we have a problem. We do. So Kane already don't like him. So anywho, like I said, so with that, they go in the house and, Kane confront Monet about Rodriguez, why he always here, why he seems so comfortable to be coming here in the daytime. And she's just like, boy, stay in your lane. Know your place. This is not your place. Let me handle this. And like she said last, a team, everybody got different roles on the team, and Kane is the muscle. But however, I think Kane to come out and tell his mama, look, mama, I know you hunching him. Now, Lorenzo probably ain't Kane daddy, because Kane is nigga through and through. But, mama, you hunching a policeman. Like, just straight up. You straight up hunching a policeman. So, anyway, she sent him on out the way. And she wants to know from Tariq who was the guy that Drew painted. And Tariq obviously played dumb, like he had no clue as to what she was talking about. And then he said he had to go and told her to ask Zeke because he got to go meet up with Sax. Now, in his meeting with Sax, you know what I'm saying, pretty much calling Tariq to help him with the situation with David subpoenaing Tamika. And Tariq is just like, man, they're going to help my mama case. I don't care what they got to do with you. It is what it is. And so Sax is like, look, little boy, I told Tamika I was at Truth that night, and she already suspects you to be the killer. So if she has to testify and these facts and these sequence of events come out, then you're going to have to get on the stand and answer some hypothetical questions that you don't necessarily want to answer. Now, here's the thing. We do find out this episode, later in the episode, that Sax kind of sort of find out that Tariq was the one who actually killed Ghost. But my question is, why is it Sax is still employed by them lawyers up there in New York? But my bigger question is, how is it and why is it that Tamika, this whole time, always had suspicions that Tariq was the one to pull the trigger, not Tasha, and she was covering for Tariq, but Sax is not on that. I'm just so confused because, nigga, you was in Truth that night. What if you would have said, yeah, I know I seen you kill me, your daddy? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but it's, you know what I'm saying? It's weird, and so it is what it is. So anyways, that leads Tariq to call Tasha, or Tasha to call Tariq about it. And he tells Tasha that he saw Sax in the club that night, and she get pissed off, and she was like, why did you lie? He like, mama, I didn't lie. She was like, you know, I hate when people say this. Omission of details and or facts is still a form of lying. No. I only answer the questions that you ask. You know, you have to know how to ask the right questions to get the right answers. You understand where I'm going with this? So she tells him, you done calling shots, little boy. We've been doing it your way. This is where it has gotten us. I'm calling the shots. Man, I'm saying to myself, you ain't got no motherfucking juice from the inside. You ain't got no juice. You ain't got no pool. And you for sure don't got no sauce. Cause your son out here got to work for a whole nother family instead of off of his last name alone. You understand what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So anywho, moving on, Sax go and visit Tamika, begging, you know, for her not to testify or to lie in the court or whatever the case is. Now, let's just keep it 1,000, man. Can we blame Sax for feeling like this? His life is on the line. He could possibly go down for James St. Patrick murder, even though he did not commit it, but he was in the building that night with a firearm in hand. I don't give a damn about that damn Sax, man. Let him rot in jail. But I still believe, you know, I forget who at the point in time last week I made a comment. I still would love to see Sax have his own show because he just know how to weasel his way out of situation. And I was just like somewhat genius, but one of, you know what I'm saying, one of them, you know, faithful followers left in the comment section. She was just like, nah, bruh, just dumb luck. And when I watched this episode, I triple and quadruple down on the fact that this man he just have dumb luck. So, you know, blessings to the Most High for him. So basically, Tamika tell him, like, you better make it go away, because if I got to get up there on that stand, it's either my life or your life, and I'm choosing my life, and we cannot blame the sister for that. So anyways, moving on, Sax meet with his niece Riley, and she's telling him she pretty much ain't got nothing on Tariq, and he just like, look, I need to know, you know what I'm saying, who he hangs out with, when he goes, when he leaves. And she was like, I heard his grandma asking him for money and all this and all that. But she pissed us off this episode because she's just trying a little too hard to play FBI for Uncle Nancy. You understand what I'm saying? Because she I guess after she left him, like she was like she don't know how to be cool and ask questions, and she just asking this man questions about Tariq and Braden, and like, look, he has a lot going on. Leave me alone, leave him alone, and don't ask me anything else about my best friend. That's exactly what Braden was saying, and so she just got on my nerves. So she pissed him off. Then she gets scared and tell Uncle Sax, "Oh my God, Uncle Sax, I pushed it too far. Braden's mad at me, but he's supposed to be throwing Tariq a party." So whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. So anywho, moving on. Tariq late to class again. So now, Jabari say, on time students, 15 paper was due, but since you late, 25 pages due. And then after the class, he want to talk the whole black talk. We black people, we have to be efficient. We have to show up and show out. And I'm just saying to myself, Negro, you taking advantage of a woman that got a sex addiction and you want to put a black card? Huh? And then not to mention Tariq turns the paper in. Jabari was meeting with his writer, his brother, I'm assuming. I forgot the dude's name. It don't really matter. Hopefully he don't become a part of the show. But Tariq turned his paper in, and Tariq promising he won't be late again. So basically his brother / manager, whoever handled it, tells him that if this book is pathetic again, they done doing business with him. And so he pretty much gonna steal Tariq's paper and write as a book. So I think Tariq gonna have him, slanging some weed for him, some pills for him. It's, a little weed, but it's something about the pills. That's what the young folks say. That's what they say. So anywho, moving on. Let's see if I can go ahead and finish this thing up. Tasha calls Davis, begging him to take back the subpoena for Tamika. And Davis was like, "I'm sorry, Tasha, but this gonna happen." She called Tariq. Tariq was like, "Well, Ma, just live your life. I'm ready. I did. I'm ready." Look, man, let's just get down to the meat of the episode, man. I'm 12 minutes in. Let's just get into it, man. So, like I say, Braden throws Tariq a party, right? Tariq didn't really want the party. However, he shows up for the party, right? Tariq get there. Obviously, the little chick Riley asking Braden questions, yada, yada, yada. So, I forget exactly what happened. Maybe Diana showed up. Drew showed up. And early in the episode, Monet was trying to teach Diana the game of how to work a man and let a man work you to basically get information out of Tariq. But it didn't work. He dogged her because he already knew that Monet sent her to the party to spy on him. So, Lauren came in and he hooked up with Lauren. And so, long story short, the party, the girl, she called Uncle Nancy. No, before she called Uncle Nancy. Like I said, Braden had went off on her for asking too many questions about Tariq. So she thought it'd be a good idea to, because somebody spilled some look on Tariq. So he went upstairs to freshen up. And so Braden went up with him. And so she thought it'd be a good idea to roofie Braden's drink to give him talk mode. Long story short, Braden ended up giving the cut to Tariq. Tariq gets messed up. The little heifer go in the room and make sure that his phone is sharing a location with hers. And so she called Uncle Nancy. Uncle Nancy, I messed up. I made Braden mad. And I got what Tariq's phone said that, he can share his location with me and this, that, and the third. And so, Sax going off on like, oh my God, you just invaded his this, that, and the third amendment, right? And so Sax like, well, text me and tell me where he's at. Out of all the places this episode, why did Tariq had to go to the graveyard? So he go to the graveyard. He talking to Raina grave, telling how much he miss her, he love her, he's sorry and all this. Then he go to Ghost grave, blame Ghost for all of this happening, Mom having to go down because he wouldn't do the right thing and take the fall for Tariq when Tariq killed Ray Ray, so he had to kill him. And he didn't say kill anything, he just said I had to do it and you would have did it too. And Sax caught all of it on tape. And Davis meets up with Sax to talk about a plea deal because Tasha reached out to Sax and said that she wanted to take a plea. And Davis was like, yeah, nah, it ain't gonna happen. I stopped Tamika from testifying because she told me that you was in truth that night. So these two come to the conclusion that Davis, all he cared about is the undefeated record. So he say, Tasha walk, Tariq go to jail. They shake on it. Now I hope and believe that Davis aka Method Money Man, plays Sax, because I know, and y'all know, Sax ain't gonna be straight up and down with this deal. So hopefully that's what it is. So interesting in seeing that. Also, this episode, Zeke hooks up Professor Carrie Milgram, the sex addict. He got, he got a chance to see what that thing is, and what Jabbar be going crazy for. So we ain't got really too much talk about that, because that wasn't a traditional power sex scene, but it is what it is. Like I said, this episode, Diana thinks she getting up one on Tariq by stealing his gun when he wasted, taking it back to Monet, and she was like, girl, you got to be stupid. What if something come up, this gun come missing in his heel if he need it, etc., etc. She just tell her, you just ain't good for nothing. Maybe you need to go play basketball. Like, for real. Then also this episode, Monet accepts Tariq into the family, and, makes Kane give Tariq his burner. Kane ain't too happy about that. But that is pretty much it for this episode. Like I said, it was a pretty good mid-season finale. I forgot to mention Tariq went and visited Tamika before he went to the party to try to, get her to stop from testifying, because he tried to put it on Tommy Egan again. And I thought Tariq was going to pull the trigger on me. I thought Tariq was a killer. Y'all have showed me through countless seasons. Not countless, but y'all. Tariq has killed 2 people. But now it's time to kill Tamika, and he's freezing up. I mean, come on now. I thought you're supposed to be a killer, my guy. But anywho, man, that's all I got for the mid-season finale of Power Book 2 Ghost, or whatever it's called. If I missed anything, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know what y'all thought of the episode, the video, the review, all that good stuff. So until next time, happy Monday. You know the vibes. Peace.